Hey guys, what's up? So, I'm gonna give a lecture on how to survive or stay alive in a horror movie. And there is a couple of rules in order for you to be the main character and still live to the end of the movie in it. So, enough said. Let's go on to the rules. Rule number 1. Don't ever take a shower in a horror film. Why? The killer in the house will most likely kill the target while in the shower. I mean, it has been done. Haven't you seen Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho? I mean, that and Halloween 6 pretty much speaks for itself. Rule number 2. Never go anywhere alone. Under any circumstances. Now, here's the reason why that is a typical rule in horror movie logic. You see, in every scary movie, when someone splits up, they usually end up dead or out of the picture. Which brings me to another rule. Never say the phrase, "I'll be back." It is the worst thing you can ever say in a scary movie. Because if you say that in a scary movie, don't say the phrase "I'll be back" because the killer pretty much already got to you and you are not coming back. That was technically rule 2.5. So, rule number 3. If at any point you go down into the basement, well, let's just be point blank and blunt about this. If you're told to go in a basement in a horror movie, tell them to go to hell. Because they mainly want you to be the first to go into the basement before all hell breaks loose. I mean, really. They want you to go into the basement because they're too afraid to head down there and face their own fears. Now we're going on to rule number 4. Rule number 4 is by most completely comical and completely ridiculous, which is never answer your phone. 'Cause if you do, you're basically asked to get killed. You're basically asking to get killed if you answer the phone in a horror movie. I mean, really. Hasn't anybody seen the Scream movie franchise? Has everyone seen Scream 1 through 4? Because if you did, you would know this rule really applies to the whole rules of living in a horror film deal. Rule number 5. Don't waste your time calling the cops. Now, the reason that is a rule in the horror movie franchise is you cannot waste your time calling the cops. Because if you do, there's a few good chances that the phone lines might be cut because the killer is somewhere near you or near the property. There's a good possibility that they probably got to the cops before you could stop them. So that's why you never answer a phone in a horror movie. Number 7, run really far away. Number 8, think you successfully killed or stopped whatever is trying to kill you. Think again or not a chance. Rule number 9. Don't even think about getting into the car. That means the car's engine won't start, or it will just stall long enough for you, the main character, to be murdered in the film. Now, 11. Take back all the bad things you've ever done in your life. The goody two-shoes always survives in that horror movie. I mean, that's clearly horror movie logic 101. I mean, it's just that simple. Alright, number 12. Number 12 is the main fact of every horror film. And I've been saying this since I was 11 years old. But, one of the main rules in this is no sex. Really. No sex in these films really works out for anybody. Because for killers, people who are doing it is like a compass pointing north. So the victim meets their demise. I mean, really. I've said this phrase growing up watching horror movies. Like this. Face it, she had sex. And like every movie slept before her, she must die. And it's true. That is the simple facts in every horror film known to man. But, yeah. Let's go on to number 13. It's never the wind. You hear a noise? Run like hell until you are in a different country. Then keep running. Number 14. You know that crazy local you met the first 15 minutes of your adventure? Do what they say. Now, there's a part where it actually gets tricky. Now, if you were in a sequel to this first film, now in a sequel, there's a new set of rules. The killer has a new purpose, tracking and eliminating their targets. The kills are more elaborate, and it gives the antagonist an unexplained reason for his actions. But, yeah, I mean, I grew up when I was a 9-year-old watching these horror films. Concerning the first one I ever saw was Halloween 5, which got me into the horror movie franchise in the first place. And I've been giving reviews like this for a while.